Hello. This video is intended to be enjoyed in the background. As such, it may be slightly different from what you see in-game. Additional context may also be provided where appropriate. There will be background footage featuring the discussed character. Today's featured character, our JINZHOU Speedster, and Ma Xiaofeng.
Rover, I said don't call me that. Never mind, we don't have time for this.
Chixia. Chixia is a resonator born in Huanglong. She is currently affiliated with JINZHOU as a community patroller for the Public Security Bureau. She lights up the streets of the city, always ready to be the hero for someone in need. Forte Examination Report. Basic Evaluation. Resonance Power, Gallant Blaze. Evaluation Basis, Resonance Assessment 2893-G. Resonator Chixia experienced her awakening 6 years ago after being exposed to extreme temperatures and blazing flames. The tacit mark is located on her lower left abdomen. Post-awakening observations have found a change in hair color to red and a significant increase in body temperature. She is capable of converting the frequencies of high-temperature substances into tangible flame ammunition. The resonance spectrum pattern has been observed to align closely with that of flames. A strong syntony reaction has been observed, but the cause of Chixia's awakening remains unclear. Analysis of test samples has revealed a non-convergent Rabel's curve, with a steep rise in the middle section. Therefore, Chixia is classified as a mutant resonator. Forte Examination Report. Overclock Diagnostic. The waveform graph for Resonator Chixia displays stable, elliptical fluctuations in the time domain, with no abnormal patterns. Upon examination, all results fall within normal parameters. In terms of resonant criticality, Chixia ranks at a high level with a high stability, resulting in a minimal risk of overclocking. Maximum overclock rating, negligible. Resonator Chixia has no documented history of overclocking. Routine examinations are recommended, while psychological counseling is currently deemed unnecessary. Story 1. Morning Routine. Trixia's ancestors were migrants to JINZHOU's Central Plains, with later generations gradually settling in the city itself. The family is well known for their deep passion and their expertise in the world of spices. Their vivacious personalities are a natural fit to city living. Even as the sun paints the JINZHOU skyline with its morning light, the first sign of activity would always come from Panwa's kitchen, where plumes of smoke billow from its chimney. A loud and clear voice cuts through the rising hustle and bustle. "Morning, Mrs. Panwa. A bowl of handmade noodles, please. Extra numb and spicy." The energetic and boisterous greeting captures the attention of several children nearby, their eyes lighting up with admiration. "Miss Chixia, when are we having today's overdashing lessons?" one asks eagerly. "Your students look more psyched than you are," Panwa teases as she readies Chixia and the children's breakfast. "What's the hurry? I'm not even warmed up yet. Plus, you can't work on an empty stomach," Chixia replies between mouthfuls of noodles. For her, an energetic day begins with a spicy tingle to the taste buds. Each bite of chili peppers is washed down with steaming soup, as her body glows with warmth. With the last slurp of noodles, Chixia wipes her mouth in satisfaction. "Now I'm all fired up." Story 2. The Famous Hero. There's a saying in Huanglong that goes, "One should do good deeds anonymously." Chixia, however, doesn't subscribe to that. If we all stay anonymous, how will people know who to call for help next time they're in danger? A hero must shout their name loud and clear for everyone to remember. She set this goal on her first day of aspiring to become a hero. Since childhood, Chixia has been enamored by superheroes like Speedster and Fiamma from the hero plays, their names invoking courage and comfort. She dreamed of making her own heroic name, one that would be remembered. Whenever she helped someone, Chixia always made sure to leave her mark, even teaching children to write down her name, one stroke at a time. And just like that, her name has spread throughout JINZHOU like wildfire. It's become a sort of staple in the city, with people constantly calling out Chixia whenever they need help. Even foreign merchants, unfamiliar with the local language, mistook Chixia as a customary greeting. Since everyone is shouting it, why not follow the trend? Despite her unwavering determination and fiery passion, Chixia still has her worries. She has been bravely battling bandits, TDs, and those suspicious figures in red on the outskirts of JINZHOU. But dangers always surface in unexpected ways, despite her efforts to protect the city. Has she truly lived up to those standards of a hero in everyone's eyes? Despite her doubts, Chixia finds solace in the smiles of those she protects. In that moment, all worries dissipate in an instant. On the other hand, the children of JINZHOU don't care about that at all. In their games of play pretend and make-believe, they already have given the hero's role to their fiery big sister Chixia. Story 3: Ignite the Shadows. JINZHOU is known for its spectacular hero plays, and Chixia cannot get enough of them. The drum beats, poison actors, and graceful water sleeve movements never fail to impress. But her favorite technique is the Kindle Fire move, symbolizing Fiamma's grand entrance. A torch is lit in darkness, shooting a fireball into the sky and igniting surrounding candles. The audience is mesmerized by this stunning display, as the faint smell of burning wood fills the air. The familiar lights and smells always takes Chixia back to her childhood. She remembers journeying in the wilds with her parents, setting up camps as they migrated to JINZHOU. At night, the wilderness was treacherous. The silent darkness swallowed everything in its path, including Chixia's small tent where she huddled for safety. In the dark, Chixia clung to her blankets and recited the hero stories her mother read to her before bed, hoping for Fiamma's protection against lurking TDs. Soon, a small fire flickered in her mind. Little Chixia's gaze fixed on the tent's fabric wall, captivated as the flame grew brighter and brighter. "Look! It's Fiamma!" JINZHOU in the seat next to her shouted excitedly as he tugged at the corner of Chixia's shirt, bringing her attention back to the stage from her reminiscing. And lo, the majestic Fiamma descended from the sky with a triumphant wave of their torch, causing the wicked Fluffernocks to flee in a hurry. The crowd erupts in applause, with Chixia clapping the loudest of all. After returning home from the theater, Chixia readied for a patrol and grabbed a simple torch before headed out. Her mother noticed. "You're still holding on to that, doodad? I've lost count of the years you had it. Didn't the department give you a lot of new equipment and stuff?" Chixia's mother remarked as she spooned a generous scoop of hot sauce into her stir-fry. "No worries. This one's bright enough to last another 100 years, Chixia gleefully responded. Story 4: Rooftop Encounter. Chixia encountered the young Jew during one of her nightly patrols. She was asked to investigate a strange case where residents complained of weird noises on their roofs. But whenever they went outside to check, nothing was there, and this had been going on for several nights in a row now. Armed with a torch and shrouded in darkness, Chixia climbed the roofs. As she scanned the area, a small, crumpled Fiamma print caught her eye, hidden between roof tiles. Huh? Score! As Chixia was about to crouch down for a closer look, an unexpected shadow leapt out of nowhere, giving her a startle. She quickly directed her torch towards the stranger, only to see the face of a small child. Taking advantage of Chixia's momentary confusion, the child snatched the print from her hand before quickly disappearing into the boundless dim of night. Chixia rushed over for a better look, but the child was already gone without a trace. She continued her search all night until the break of dawn, when she reached a half-open window and heard a child singing, "Once I pick up the torch sword." That's one of Fiamma's lines. Chixia followed, "I will eradicate that monster." A small head poked out of the window, his bright eyes shining with excitement at finding a fellow fan. Since they were both Fiamma admirers, it made things a lot easier. After all, a person who loves Fiamma cannot be a bad person. JINZHOU's family had recently moved to JINZHOU, and with his parents working long hours, he and his sister were often left alone at home. His sister was timid and always worried that there was fluffernucks on their roof. Therefore, to protect his little sister, JINZHOU would patrol the rooftops every night. "It's a shame I never got to see Fiamma in person," JINZHOU said with a hint of embarrassment. "I've only heard those lines from outside the theater. I didn't get them wrong, did I?" "Not at all, you nailed it," Chixia reassured him. "You should definitely take your sister to the theater and see how Fiamma kicks Fluffernuck's butts for yourselves. I guarantee you she won't be scared afterwards." "I'll pass. Mom and Dad are already having a hard time as is," the boy responds. But Chixia already has a follow-up. "Here, promise me you'll stay away from the roads from now on. It'll make my job a whole lot easier. And, in return, I'll get you tickets to the plays. Deal?" "Yes, ma'am," a smile spreading across the youth's face. Story 5. Thunder and Flame. On the day of her graduation from training, Chixia's colleagues were surprised by her decision to become a community patroller. Many were aware that she went through a lot of trouble to finally join the Public Security Bureau, failing the entrance exam multiple times before finally passing. She was also well known for her unwavering pursuit of heroism, to the point that people thought Chixia was aiming for a higher position, so her first choice left them scratching their heads. When asked about her decision, Chixia would simply respond with a wide smile. "I can't just leave JINZHOU. The spicy noodles, the theater, and my friends, Ju, Chan, Ali," and her list would go on. But the real reason behind her choice was a tale too intricate for words. Only Chixia knew the depths of her decision. The spark of her dedication was ignited during her childhood, fueled by her family's tortures, and intensified by the heroic images she saw in the theater. On a particularly dark and stormy night, that spark almost went out. But it was reignited to its brightest by a bolt of lightning. That day, young Chixia bravely wielded a torch, pretending to be Fiamma as she tried to scare off bandits. But her attempts were futile, as one of them picked her up and threw her next to her captive friend, Ali. Chixia opened her arms to shield Ali from an incoming strike. Her eyes quickly shut in fear. Suddenly, a deafening bolt struck, and when she timidly opened her eyes, lightning crashed down on the bandits, causing them to tumble and fall. Between the flashes, she glimpsed the bright badge her savior wore. Years later, Chixia finally passed the entrance exam for the Public Security Bureau, hoping to follow in those heroic footsteps. However, that enigmatic figure who wielded that lightning had vanished without a trace. As time passed, she came to understand why that person must stay hidden, and why she wasn't suited to become one of them. And so, she looked at the option for community patroller, the least sought-after role, and placed a resolute checkmark next to it. Though she couldn't become the lightning, there is still something she is best suited to do: to safeguard the simple yet precious everyday lives of civilians. Chixia's headline screenshots. Chixia's heroic actions have made her a celebrated figure in JINZHOU. Though she wasn't seeking fame, the heartfelt praises she received have motivated her to continue chasing her dreams. Chixia's Victor Savor. A jar of special hot sauce, made according to Chixia's secret family recipe, served in a trophy that she had won before. Chixia cherished this trophy a lot, but this amazing sauce certainly deserves to be put in here. Its flavor is fresh, salty, tangy, and numbing, and in Chixia's words, that sauce is so good you'll munch an old shoe with it. Chixia's Badge of a Hero. A patroller badge and some Fiamma merchandise. The badge has been meticulously decorated, and the merchandise has many signs of wear and tear. Both, though, have been polished to a gleaming shine. Thank you for listening. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. Have a nice day.